Hello and welcome to Never Together. I think we're losing it. We just had a Spanish lesson.
We just had a Spanish lesson, and it's very, very funny. And I sent a Spanish insult into your entire family's group chat,
which is fine.
Your parents, your tus padres.
But it's funny because they know you're. They're literally not. It's funny because they know you're learning.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I hope they say that my accent's good. I'm quite proud of my accent, actually.
Yeah. It's quite like, it's not the typical English accent when English people speak Spanish.
Well, this is the thing. This is a bit sidetracked, but this is the thing. Like, if you're going to learn a language, there's no point being like, "Oi, mate, dos platos, por favor." Like,
dos platos, por favor. But sometimes you can't help it. Like, there's no point. Like,
there are some words, phrases that are very, very hard to get your gob.
Yeah.
Your English gob.
That's
around.
The third time you've said gob.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Gobbity gob. There are, in terms of dialect.
Yeah.
As we were saying, so like, gaye di something or whatever, or something di gaye, very hard.
Yeah.
Particularly with the I's and the A's, very hard.
Yeah.
So
it's a complex language.
So like, ir, very hard. Just literally just that.
The two letters send you.
Very hard. So like, particularly if you're saying it in a sentence where you're like, ir a or ir al, like ir al lado, very hard. As well, if you're saying like ir del, so much easier.
Yeah.
Ir del.
Anyway.
So much easier. Yeah. Like quisiera is a very, very hard thing to get your mouth around as well.
Quisiera.
Weirdly.
And we're not going to get into Basco then.
It's like that.
Euskera.
What?
That's the word for Basco.
Ah.
Euskera.
That's
Euskera.
Weirdly easier. But
you know what?
Basque might be easier.
It might be easier, but there's no like Latin root to guide you in some ways. Like some words you do know that's like this because it's similar in English.
Yeah.
Like, come here in Spanish is ven.
Yeah.
In Euskera, it's es que ricasco.
But like, even like some like obviously vegetables like vegetales, tomatoes, tomate. Like, it's.
Do you know what garlic is?
No.
Ajo.
Oh, I like that.
That's another insult.
Oh, is it your breath smells like garlic?
No. You can say when someone's annoying you, or it's like shame, like, you know, no, like what shame?
Oh, like,
you'd be sarcastic. Like ajo y agua.
Garlic water.
Okay, close enough, but it's like ajo y agua. A joderse y aguantarse. But if you don't explicitly want to say a bad word, you just say ajo y agua.
Garlic water, or
garlic and water.
Garlic and water.
Yeah. It's just the shortened version of a joderse, which is like, it's like, well, shit, like.
Oh, okay.
And aguantarse. It's like, you have to just sit and take it, really. A joderse, ajo y agua. A joderse y aguantarse.
I'm learning a lot today, girls, guys, and
ajo y agua.
But yes.
Like, if you say, I have a horrendous tan, and I can't change it for another month, I'd be like, ajo y agua. You just have to sit and wait.
It's like, I take it. It's like, well, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. You can't do anything about it. Ajo y agua.
C'est la vie. But in terms of dialect, the Spanish dialect as an English person is not very hard.
But like, listen,
I need it.
And it happens.
Like, I'm not even joking. I'm on Duolingo, and this little prick, Junior, is going like, and I'm sat there and I'm like, okay.
Junior.
Yeah, Junior is a little psycho.
This thing has a personal vendetta against.
Junior's a little prick.
Junior.
Like, you're literally on the stories, so you're going through the levels and you're on the stories. Junior is a sly dog. Like, literally, he wanted to go for a walk with Eddie, his dad, because he wanted ice cream.
Cute.
Like, dog. He wanted a dog as well, because I can't remember what the reason was, but like Eddie was like, you've got to walk the dog. And he's like, no, I don't. And he's like, yeah, you've got to walk the dog, mate. Anyway.
This Duolingo story is so convoluted. Fucking hell.
Some of them are, some of them are really convoluted. One of them was like, one of the girls was going to meet Lily's boyfriend, and then she started flirting with him.
Oh my God.
And then fucking, like, Bea comes over, and she's like, oh, have you met my boyfriend? And they're like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Dulopingo.
Yeah, some of them
Oh
are.
my goodness.
Some of them are really like I've made it far enough into Duolingo where
she's getting the cheese man now.
Where no, they're like getting sassy with it. So like,
what's the one that has no like desire for anything?
Lily.
She has a boyfriend. Huh? No, she's the one who's flirting.
Yeah. Wait, she's got purple hair and she's like,
ugh.
Yeah. No, what else like?
That's a fucking telenovela.
It's like some of them like I'm at the sassy bit where it's like come here now or like
mira aquí ya
or like tú nunca ayudas.
Oh
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is it tú nunca me ayudas?
You tú nunca me ayudas. It can be either.
But like it's really ayudas. Sassy. It's like come here or you never help me. Oh, also as well. So one of them was like, "Tú nunca ducharte," and I was like, "Te duchas? Ducharte?" It's like you never shower.
You never shower.
And I was like, Duolingo is speaking to me.
It's
like, "Tú nunca ducharse." It's like, oh.
I think one final example of things that Hispanic mums do.
This is not the topic of the show, by the way. Oh my god,
it's gone by so fast.
Ay Dios míos.
Anyway, yeah. So another one that like, did your mom ever say like, if your friends jumped out the window, would you jump with them?
It's a cliff, but yeah, if your friends
whatever that is.
Cliff.
Okay, so they'd be for my mom. It would be like, if Alex jumped off a cliff, would you jump off? Like this like specific Alex who is a nobody. Like you don't know who Alex is. Alex,
but they just always pick Alex.
Yes. So in Spanish, in like Latin America, Juan. Not fulanito.
Oh, as in like a fool.
Fulanito.
If
no, just the name. Fulanito. Ah, si fulanito se tira, tú también.
Sí.
Fulano. Yeah, fulanito. That's the next one.
What? I do love how you like Latin people like add ito onto the end.
Juanito.
So it's like Juanito.
Fulanito. Fulanito. Anyway.
Right.
So on today's episode, 7 minutes and 20 seconds after.
Yes. We are talking about Mercury in the microwave.
Mercury in the microwave.
I put the packet on the glass. What glass?
Oh my god.
I've been saying that far too much. It's come back on my For You page. Anyway.
Karma's a bitch.
Fuck's sake.
Karma's in Gatorade.
Yeah, Karma is your boyfriend. I don't actually know the song.
I should have known better.
No, what's that?
If I was
Karma is a god. Karma is my boyfriend.
Oh, anyway, so Mercury's in the microwave. In the microwave.
Religion. Spirituality. Fate.
Luck.
Karma, chameleon. Do you think you're a lucky person?
I think that luck comes in bouts of 50-50. I think it's luck, but I think it's also hard work.
I'm not a lucky person.
I think.
Do you think I thought I was actually quite a positive person. Actually, interestingly, it's twofold. I give out positivity and I try very, very hard to be positive.
Yes.
But if something happens to me, if something good happens to me, I think it's luck.
If something good happens to me, I feel like it's always going to be followed by something really bad to balance it out. Because we are what? Libra.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, ooh. Like,
oh, I got my dream job.
Well, that's it.
I wonder who's going to get cancer and die in my family.
Well, that's literally what happened. I was like, how long ago was it now? A couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, got my dream job. Couldn't take it. But I was like, ooh, I've applied for another job. And in my mind, I am convinced I'm not going to get it because I got the other one and turned it down.
I do think that there is power in manifestation.
Like if I shit myself on the way to work, I'm like, oh, it's because I did something bad like last week.
Yeah, I don't think in like that karma.
No,
I think karma's like very much like.
If it's in the context of myself, I'm quite pessimistic. I'm like, why me? Why me? And then I'm like, oh, you're a shithead. That's why you.
I think for me, it's more like I'm suspicious of the good things that happen. I think I'm quite pessimistic. Similarly, as you say, it's like I try to put all the positivity in the world, but then when it comes to me, I feel like I'm quite pessimistic and realistic in the sense of like, I feel like something good happens, I'm gonna like get hit by a train.
But yeah, that's it. But if something bad happens to me, I'm like, ooh, take it as a lesson.
Yeah,
There's something to be learnt here. Take it as a lesson.
Yeah, but also why me? But also, at the same time.
I do feel, I don't know how, this is probably complete tripe. I do feel like as a person, a lot of shit happens to me.
Oh yeah.
But it's not like, don't get me wrong, my life isn't dreadful and falling apart at the seams, but I feel like I am an unlucky person.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like for example, whenever I get something refunded, something happens, as in it goes into the wrong account, or it takes forever to get refunded, and then I get charged for it, or like on my credit card, or like stuff always gets lost in the post. Fucking always gets lost in the post for me, or gets delayed, or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I always spill stuff on myself.
I think for me, the bad luck.
And can I just preface that by being realistic? I know that those are teeny, tiny things that can go wrong. However, they're annoying.
In my little mind.
In my little mind, yeah, they're annoying.
Yeah, I think for me, I've learned through 10 years of therapy how to like not stress about things that are out of my control.
You have to just be like, oh, okay.
And it's like
I always have to deal with.
If I miss the train,
always.
And maybe it's like the burnt toast theory for me. Oh, for some reason, the very morbid reason, I was like, maybe I missed the train because that other train is about to crash, and by a miracle of God, I haven't gotten on that train.
Good God.
Morbid.
I think about my mum dying a lot.
Okay.
I do.
I think for me, I've just been in a lot of close calls with like terrorist attacks, and like, listen, but it happened like when my brother was born in February 2004. There was the biggest terrorist attack in Spain. Was March 2004. Like around the area that we used to live in. So it's like, and then obviously living in London, we're always in like such close range of terrorists.
Yeah, we are.
And going to concerts and and also fucking living in America. Like you go shopping at Walmart and like
the gun.
So for me, it's like I'm always in like awareness of like if someone were to like come in, where would I hide my family? You know what? Behind the toilet paper in America.
In the Führer bunker.
No. 9. Anyway,
finally it's.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Anyway,
it's ruined us.
Oh my God. Anyway, are you a religious person?
I call myself a Catholic with benefits. I'll celebrate Christmas and Easter, but you won't catch me in church.
This is the thing. I am not religious. Do I want to be religious? Yes.
I believe there is a higher power of some sort.
There's something.
There's something there that I can pray.
Do you believe in ghosts? That's an episode.
That's it.
I'm writing it down right now.
No, honestly, we could just go into the ghost thing now.
No. I've fucking written all this shit down. No, I'm writing it down. We've got ghosts on there. We still have to go back through the other episode where we were talking to discuss.
Bluey is a
whole episode. There was another thing that we said, oh, that'd be such a good episode.
Yeah.
And now we like our episodes are like nearly 2 hours long, and I'm gonna have to find which one it was.
Yeah.
I think it was just us where we were like, oh, that'd be such a good episode, and it's just it's just us talking about white men.
Also, we probably are high in half of these episodes.
Oh my God, yeah. Do you know what as well?
Might be the prettiest
Nobody send hate to us because taking edibles is part of my wellness journey.
It's CBD.
Yeah. It's relaxing
CBD,
to me.
I have edibles, nothing illegal.
I have glaucoma. And anxiety and
actually?
Do I have glaucoma?
Yeah.
Are you fucking pulling me off? Do you know what glaucoma is?
No.
Google it.
Okay.
I do not have glaucoma. Yes, I do actually.
Oi!
I have a card. I have what's it called? A can card. That's the word. Yeah, cannabis card.
Oh,
I don't. Also, edibles help my anxiety. That's why I take them.
Oh my God,
not true.
CBD does that.
Sorry.
You are like a fucking calm down.
I don't know what's going on.
The ADHD is peeking through. The monster, the pizza,
the everything.
Monster, please.
The personality disorder. But yes, I want to be religious because, hear me out, if heaven is real, I want to be getting in.
Okay.
But, hear me out as well. Ain't nobody getting into heaven. No. Because to get into heaven...
all sinners.
But that's it.
We're all sinners.
Jesus died for our sins. So,
He's chilling upstairs.
We're still fucking sinners, so ain't nobody getting into heaven.
Nobody.
No one.
Party with Hitler and OJ.
That sounds fucking cool.
Dun dun
dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun.
It's
everyone is welcome as if you're a bunker.
It's horrendous. That video has consumed us. Anyway, I think it's a weird one for me because I do think that like I've grown up in a majority Catholic household. I think the force to not be, my parents were really much like, you don't have to be Catholic. So if you don't want to,
though, most primary schools in the UK have religious. It might not be the case anymore, but definitely when I was a kid, every single freaking primary school don't do that. Every single primary school was Church of England. We all sang.
Wow.
We all sang hymns. We all did the religious stuff. We all went to church at Christmas.
I think in Spain, the very, very Spanish schools, I think that the religion's not part of the curriculum. If you want to have religion, you can. But in like private, very Spanish school, I did have religion classes.
Yeah.
But then in the south of Spain, because there's so much like Muslim, you have the option to like opt out.
But like it's so weird. Like most schools in England are Church of England. It might be because
it makes sense,
but it might be where they get their funding. I don't know.
Probably,
but
that's a mafia.
But like, I think it might be that they're moving away from that now because it's just not. It's fucking not cool.
And also, England has so many other like, you know, like why do kids get 2 weeks of school for the Catholic and Christian holidays?
But it's weird. So anybody can go to a Church of England school.
Yeah.
Anybody in their
but
dog,
for me it's just like the holidays,
but
like,
to go to a Catholic school you have to prove.
See, and that's the thing, in school in Spain they used to prepare you to be Catholic and like
those schools are fucking scary though.
It's not, I mean, maybe I'm brainwashed,
like,
but it wasn't like, it's not.
Well, in England the Catholic schools, like, you're taught by nuns. That's not bad. That's not that bad for us. You're taught by nuns. You go to mass.
Oh no.
Like
you. This is, you know, Catholic.
You recite the Bible.
Leaning teachers. We used to recite the Bible. I only learnt the first two, because I haven't done my communion.
I just want Bible verses that suit me and my agenda.
I said this thing. So my neighbor is Muslim, and he obviously just had Ramadan. Yal Habibi.
Eid Mubarak.
And so, for iftar, he gave us a massive food. Oh, it's so good.
That's so nice.
And they gave us cake from Eid this morning as well.
That's so nice of them because it's their holiday.
Yeah, it's their holiday, but we love them so much. Anyway.
Which side are they? The left or the right?
Izquierda
or derecha?
Remember when you came to my house one of the first times and like you knocked on the wrong door?
Yeah, and hid.
That one. But he has a little baby. Like when I opened the door this morning, because I hear them, the little baby was like standing in mine, ready to knock, and I was like,
"Stop!
I can't with her." Anyway, so after Eid, this is how much of a Catholic I am. I said, how does the Bible go? Be nice to your neighbors, or something like that.
You said that to your Muslim neighbor?
No, I said it to Jess because I was like, "Oh, that's so lovely. We have great neighbors," and I was like, "How does the Bible go?"
Love thy neighbor.
Love thy neighbor. But I said, be nice to your neighbor. Like, it's very much Catholic with benefits. I get some. But anyway, I haven't been confirmed. I don't have...
No, I don't.
I don't have communion. I am baptized. But that's it, really. And it breaks my heart because I can't be... The Church of Spain, the Catholic Church, is going backwards in Spain. So before anyone could be godfather or godmother... Now you can't be a godmother unless you have gone through the 7 stages of Catholicism.
Shit.
And obviously Catholicism is dying out because the kids our age just don't want to be Catholicized.
But you know what's hilarious? In America,
religion
is going fucking cuckoo bananas.
Oh my god, fucking Hillsong in these like fucking
oh my god
ultra festival. They freak me the fuck. I had so many friends that were part of these ultra
doco on Hillsong and I want to watch it.
Oh my god. Watch party.
Literally get it on.
They have a Hillsong here in London. You know that? Yeah, it's at the Dominion. At the Dominion in the Great Rosetta Street.
Fun fact. I think you know this actually. My grandparents full on Bible thumpers.
Are these?
Yeah, they are naturists. Why are they naturists, you say? Because that's the way that God made them.
And listen,
stop it.
We're all born naked, and the rest is drawing.
The rest is naturism. The thing is, though, they don't push their religion on anybody. Don't get me wrong. They don't push their religion on anybody. However, they make it known.
Yeah.
Like, my grandpa will often say, "Oh, when are you going to meet a nice Christian boy?"
Never.
No, grandpa. No. And often they're like,
"No, grandpa."
And often they'll be like, "Oh, you're quite a spiritual person." I am.
Yep.
You know, it's not so far away from. They are Church of England, but it's like, oh, it's not so far away from the Church of England, and I'm like, no, grandpa, I don't have time to go to church on Sunday.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
I'd rather wake up and watch Formula 1. That's my church.
I like the community of it all. Do you know what I mean?
I don't, because it's such like, especially in like small towns, it's like such cheesemate festival.
But this is the thing. I don't have any friends, so it would be nice to have.
But I mean,
friends.
Just the fact that you have tattoos would be the talk of the town.
Love it. It is anyway.
All publicity is good publicity.
That's
anyway,
it. That's
but I think for my nan, it's very much like, what will the town, and given that where my nan's from is very, very small, it's, what will people think?
Yeah.
What will people think? My mom got married to a Hispanic man, and my granddad did not speak to my mom. I was like, what will people think?
It's crazy.
What will people think?
But do you know what makes me laugh as well? Is they've got a new pastor. Pastor? How do you say it? Pastor's new. And right, I'm saying this as my grandparents, right? I'm not saying this as me. Oh, I heard about your new pastor. My mum told me, sorry, and they were like, "Oh yeah, Black Peter." I went, "I'm sorry."
Sorry?
They went, "Yeah,
Black
Peter." I went,
that sounds.
I was like, "Is he black?" They went, "Yeah." I went, huh, okay.
White people in there,
I was like, somehow that's worse. I was like, why are you calling? Also, as well, like, let's be real, a pastor in religion, quite senior, like quite freaking high up, needs some respect. I went, why'd you call him Black Peter? And they went, oh, well, there's already a Peter in the congregation, so. And I'm like,
could it be your last name?
But I was like, does he know you call him Black Peter? And they went, yeah. He asked us to. I went, oh, okay.
Oh,
I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, if he says it, fine. But
that's like Fat Amy, though, from Pitch Perfect.
It is, but also as well, is that not, like, you know, it's not called reverse racism. What is it called? It's like where you face so much racist abuse that you just kind of, or, you know, say things you shouldn't say.
I just think the church is questionable, and so I sort of want to create my own church. Sounds very culty.
Cult.
In like,
it's giving cult.
It is.
We've discussed this before, I think, on the pod. I would be such a good cult leader.
That's the thing. You and I are both obsessed with like how to be a cult leader. So those documentaries, I think we both watched every single one.
Yes.
The Keep Sweet. Oh pray.
That is freaking horrible.
It's horrendous. There's another one about
Escaping Twin Flames.
Huh?
Escaping Twin Flames. You seen that one?
Yes, I have. I wish that one was longer.
I think as well, that is the issue I have with religion, is that because it's so old, so vague, and so ambiguous, you can turn it to mean anything.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? So say, for example, I'm just pulling this one out my ass. Say, for example, right, I'm married. I'm in a happily married relationship, right? But I take the Bible teaching, love thy neighbor, and use that as an excuse to have an affair.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Cuckoo bananas makes no sense in any other freaking concept in the world.
Cuckoo bananas.
However, tell me I'm wrong. You can't. I am religious. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very much like pick and choose for what benefits you.
That's it. It's religion is cherry picking, but also as well, religion is twisted to your own agenda.
Yeah.
So like we're seeing with all these cults, they're like, free love, man, using the proverb "love thy neighbor," Or like, what was the one from Keep Sweet and Obey? It's like, something go forth and multiply.
Go forth and multiply for men to have.
And that was what Warren Jeffs used to have child brides.
Yeah, like it's not. I think it's just religion's so complex. Like I think there is a higher power. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. But I'm just gonna keep my own religion to myself. My religion. Anyway, so I think both you and I are more spiritual. Yeah. In terms of rocks, not spiritual as our other friend, but
the thing is though, spirituality as well has its own issues because like I saw this TikTok of this freaking girl that was like, oh, I've had really, really bad mental health recently. I'm gonna be off social medias. I'm gonna take myself to a wellness center.
Yeah.
Fuck. No, take your ass to a fucking doctor and a licensed therapist, please.
To be fair, for anxiety, like I would also go to a wellness center and just fucking relax. And meditate.
I suppose depending on
what it was,
was. Like if you just needed a break, fine, go to a wellness center. Go on a fucking yoga retreat for all I care.
Yeah.
I want to do that. That'd be great. I want to get in touch with myself. However, am I mentally stable? Yes.
Yeah.
Like, so I think along with religion, spirituality has its own issues.
Yeah.
However, do I align with it more?
Yes.
Much more. Yes.
I think for me there's like a certain, like, what my mum calls witchy. She's like a little brujeria, where she starts with like the sage with, by the way, not that I don't believe in it, but like,
oh no, I love a bit of sage.
I love it.
I think it's less about kind of like we were saying, like cleansing it of spirits, and
I hate the smell,
and more just cleansing the space.
Yeah, I think when it's like this, cleansing the spirits, spirits,
if you're there, spirits, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think also,
are you a refugee?
Like there was a really cute rock.
A rock.
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. It's a SpongeBob. Yeah. I was like, my mum went to, where were we? Saratoga Springs.
Is that the one where you can't take the stones?
No.
There's somewhere in America where they're like, please don't take the stones.
Yellowstone, I think.
Maybe where they're like, it was like this
they're
whole
just
thing.
Protected, like,
no, there was one where like they took a stone from this sacred place and really fucking weird shit started happening. She had like really bad luck and like everything went wrong. And then she was like, what is going on? And they're like, bitch, it's because you fucking took the stone from sacred ground. I would never do that.
No,
don't do that.
This is just like a witchy shop, and it's like, this woman had
There's one down the road from here.
Really?
Yeah, she sells like sage, Palo Santo, crystals.
Yeah, crystal. That's the word, crystals.
Rocks. Rocks. Is that what you were talking about? And then I went on this mad thing about taking rocks from sacred ground. No, she was talking about crystals.
I meant crystals. And then literally, like, they were both. I was like, I literally just want one because it's pretty.
Yeah,
and they were like, well, my mom was like, well, you have these hypothyroidism things, and the lady was like, which rock do you recommend?
No.
And I was like, I genuinely, like, and they're like, if you don't believe in it, it won't have its power. And I was like, I genuinely, if you do believe in it, good for you. I personally don't think that a fucking rock,
no, don't get me wrong,
rock can fix my entire autoimmune
Don't
disease.
Get me wrong. I'm obviously crystalled up on my hands.
Yeah, but like you don't pray to it and
no,
like, cleanse it with salt.
I'm not gonna lie. I've got a rose quartz. I've got an onyx, a moonstone, opal, no, rainbow moonstone, and a tiger's eye. Have they done anything for my life?
No,
they're just pretty.
They're just pretty. Legit. I was like, my sister and my mum were both hounding me with like, you have to cleanse it with salt water under a full moon every 3 weeks, and I'm like, I can barely brush my teeth. I'm really depressed one day. Like, you're asking for a lot.
Cepillarse los dientes.
Eso. Yeah. So, I think in a way, it's like, if you believe in that, more power to you.
I think with religion and even spirituality, if it provides comfort and faith and even community, go for it. Who are we to say?
As long as it doesn't affect me, you're not shoving it down my throat like a big
vegan sausage.
Yum.
The thing is, though, as well, am I a massive believer in karma, the universe, and fate.
Yeah.
On this hill, I will die. On this hill, I will die. I will die on this hill. Hear me out.
See, the reason why I don't believe in karma, I'll tell you in a second. Go on.
I do. I
believe to an extent.
I think if something bad happens to me, it's because I did something bad. However, see, this is the thing with karma. I haven't quite figured out how long the timeline is. So
like what goes around comes around. Maybe tomorrow, maybe 20 years.
But the thing is though, so if something bad happens to me, I'll say, oh, it's because I did something bad. However, is that something bad when I was a child and stole a hairbrush from Boots, or is that because I called the lady opposite me a cunt?
Yeah, which one is it? I need direction.
This is it.
I think for me, the reason... Go on.
It does offer me... It does provide positivity to my life in the fact that I will
get called out.
No, I try to be a good person because I'm like, I don't want this shit coming back round to me.
Yeah. I think for me...
I'm not a good person, but I try hard to be.
Yeah. I think for me, I'm a nice person anyway. But one time, I remember this happened within literally 25 minutes of each other. We went to I think it was with one of our friends in uni, and in the DLR stop at Galleon's Reach, we went to top up, and there were literally 33 quid in pound coins waiting for like you know when it gives you change, it gave back 33 pounds in pound coins.
Yeah, like arcades.
And so we were like, hold on, this is so much money. Let's give it back to like a TFL person.
Did it mean to do that?
I don't know, because it was just there. Like I went to top up with a card,
and it was just sitting in the bucket.
It was just sitting in the bucket, and I was like, oh,
somebody must not take it.
Yeah, like somebody must have not taken it. Let's give it back. It's quite a bunch of. It's like £2. It's like £33. Like that's 2 weeks worth of shopping, a food shop when I'm in uni. You know, like it's quite a lot of money. So we gave it to the TFL guy. I was like, oh, thank you so much for like literally you're so kind. Like in London, you barely see this, and I was like, oh,
I would have taken it.
I would have taken it now. And anyway, so then literally from Canning Town to Stratford, we obviously have to take the Jubilee line. On the Jubilee line, a lady drops her Oyster card and her travel card, and we like chased after her and gave it to her.
She probably thought you were trying to like knife her.
No, oh my god, not in like an aggressive. Not in an aggressive way, but it's just like, oh, miss, you like forgot this, and I was like, right.
I would always do that.
We've done like
if somebody drops their wallet, I'm like,
yeah, yeah. Like we've done 2 good acts of like good deeds. Where is my karma?
You gotta wait for it.
I don't have patience.
You gotta be patient.
I don't have patience.
You gotta be.
To be fair, maybe it's my career. It's like, oh, she was a good person.
That's it. No.
Sorry, I'm actually losing it now.
No, I'm massively into karma. I'm massively into fate. Like I tell myself, like what will be will be.
I believe that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, same. But that just provides comfort for me.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason.
If something bad happens to me, I'm like, to stop myself from spiraling, thinking that I am a bad person, and that this is happening to me because I am horrible. I have to just be like, okay, everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason. And someone always says,
sit tight.
Yeah, someone always says, what about people with cancer? I don't know. It's not my life to live. I think everything happens for a reason. And rejection's redirection.
Yeah. Everything's a lesson.
Everything's a lesson. And I think also when it comes to fate, I do think that we all have a purpose on this world. Mm-hmm. I think for me it's
like
always
I definitely think like, oh, this it must be fate. It must be fate. Like it's not, don't get me wrong, it's not the best way to live.
No.
Because it's kind of delulu. But it is comforting.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, it's gotta be fate.
It's gotta be fate. It's gotta be fate.
Like hear me out.
It's gotta be fate.
Me and my partner been together for 3 years, right? And the only reason, I think, is because I got drunk by myself in my flat with a bottle of Lambrini from the corner shop below me.
Fate.
Right?
You had a chance to change your fate.
Right? Would you? So, like, we were chatting on Hinge, and I was giving...
I can't imagine your man on Hinge.
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was giving ghost. I was like, I reply, 2 days go by, 3 days go by, I'll reply. 2 days go by, patient. 3 days go
Love
by,
him.
I'll reply. And then literally, that's just how I was. That's just literally how I was on dating apps that I like. Because also as well, like, it's another app that I've now got to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't be bothered. I just cannot be bothered. However, I finished work. I'm in the flat on my own. This was during the lockdown. Finished work. I'm in the flat on my own. So I'm like, I'm sad girl sad. So I was like, I'm going to get a bottle of Lambrini. I go downstairs. There's a corner shop like right next to my flat. I go downstairs.
This is by the dental.
No, this was in Leighton.
When you were
Metro Food or whatever it was called. Anyway, go down, get my bottle of Lambrini, get asked for ID because I look so young. No, because I was in a fucking uniform.
Why the fuck were you wearing?
Working in a prison. I was in a polo shirt. No, I was in a polo shirt and a pair of jeans. That's probably why I got ID'd.
Okay, I thought you meant like school uniform, and I was like,
no, I was in work. I was in.
That's fine.
They love a woman in uniform. Anyway, so I go downstairs. I get my bottle of Lambrini. I get about halfway through it, and I'm like, oh fuck it, come on then, let's get a hinge up. And then I get it up. He isn't even the top message. I scroll, and I'm like, oh shit, God. Yeah, him. And then literally, it was half cut, and it was just back and forth from then. And I was like, oh, mate, I'm so sick of this app. Just take my number. 3 years later.
Here we are.
Tell me that's not fucking fake.
I think,
Tell me that again,
everything happens for a reason.
The thing is, though, he was not even the top message.
Yeah, it's just the gut feeling.
I literally went...
It's just the gut feeling. Like, when you get the gut feeling.
The gut feeling
Listen to the gunt.
Listen
to the gunt. I think my therapist says it. It's like...
No, trust your gut. Seriously.
The brain is the first brain. The gut is the second brain. The heart, don't listen to it. Silly.
Yeah. So, no, seriously, trust your gut. If you get that weird butterfly feeling, trust it.
I've always been 100% right. Except for last time. I was wrong last time, but I think it was just delusion and exhaustion. But my stomach, I'm so
Was that your stomach?
Yeah.
Good God, I thought that was a TV in the other room.
Oh my fucking God.
Jesus Christ, on a bike. Literally. But like,
if your stomach does that, listen to the gut feeling.
Trust it, because you need a fart. You need a fart. But like, no, seriously, I've ignored my gut so many times, and it's been wrong.
You know what? The last time that I was like, I need to listen to my gut, and I did, and I was so like thankful that I did. It was the 5th of November 2022. And I was like, one of my really good friends had a birthday party, and for some reason my body was just like, don't go, you can't go,
and it got bombed. No, it didn't. Don't say that.
It didn't. Don't go, just don't go, stay at home. And obviously, like, a lot of fireworks, I'm getting very, very like anxious because guns. Anyway,
what, did it actually get shot up?
No, but the fireworks sound like guns.
Oh right, okay.
Like 1 or 2 is fine, but the way the fucking remember the 5th of November, like especially in fucking Vicky Park, it goes off. Anyway, so I didn't go to his birthday party because the gut feeling said don't go.
Don't go. Trust it.
When I tell you 50 minutes into the time, like into the party,
you went. You went.
No, I didn't. But like the party, I think started at like 8. At 8:15, my friend calls me. She's like, "I might kill myself today," and I ran to her house. She was like, "I think if you hadn't picked up, I would have probably done something to myself." My fucking stomach, holy shit.
Good God.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? I should probably start listening to my gut more often, because the fact that I could have lost a friend if I had like ignored my gut feeling and gone to this party.
I don't get that. What?
Harry, oh my God, bro. My gut feeling said don't go to the party.
Yeah. And something happened at the party where she was like, I want to kill myself.
No, she didn't go to the party. She wasn't invited, but my other friend
was
right, like in her house.
So if you I thought you were talking about the same friend. No, another friend.
No, another friend called me.
Yes, okay, that makes sense.
And I was like,
now.
Oh shit, fucking hell.
Yeah. Like if you were at the party, you wouldn't have gone.
Yeah, I could have. I mean, I would have gone, but maybe I was like, because we live quite close to each other. It was a 20-minute Uber versus like an hour train.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Heavy.
No,
honestly.
Get heavy.
It is. And there's like, interestingly, I don't know how much to believe this or not, but I saw this TikTok of this lady, and she was like, right, if you're kind of in a new relationship or like seeing someone, whatever, and you get butterflies, that's bad. And I was like, why?
Yeah, I've heard of this.
I was like, what? Well, I didn't say why, but I was like, okay, I'm interested. I'm gonna watch more. And then she was like, it's bad because something in you is feeling. Butterflies are not a good thing.
No.
Butterflies are nervousness, uneasiness. And she was like, if you're feeling butterflies in your new relationship, your new situationship, whatever, it is because you feel uneasy. You feel nervous. You get butterflies before a job interview. You get butterflies before, like, you know, something risky where something can go wrong.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah. Because if the person is made for you, relax.
You'd get butterflies maybe like the first meeting.
Yeah, always. But then it's like, you know, once you meet this person, like I currently have a crush on someone that I worked with, and I was like, you know what? I'm actually really calm around this person.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should marry him. No, I'm kidding.
Ew, no.
I'm kidding. It's too early. I don't even know how old he is.
Right. Star signs. What do we think?
Star signs. I think there is a level of truth to it.
I do.
I think. I'm not saying there isn't. I think
they can't just have plucked it out of thin air.
No, not at all. Like there's so many calendars outside of like the Gregorian calendar.
Gregorian, yeah.
That Gregorian
calendar.
Out of the Gregorian calendar that do follow these star signs. Like the Sri Lankan calendar does star signs.
Doesn't the Chinese
as well. Like there's so many. There is truth to it. I do, however, hate when people let it consume every single being. Like I had a flatmate in my third year. She moved in. Like the reason why I had a certain yogurt in my fridge was because I was like a Libra. And I was like, okay, no.
Too much.
I have like yogurt because it helps with my bowel movements.
Yeah.
Not because I'm a Libra.
I've never had an Activia since. I think it's the reason that I've got IBS. But when I fucking did, my God. I was pissing out my butt.
Anyway, but yeah, like I think there's a certain truth to it. I do see how.
I think it definitely informs our personalities and why we are.
Oh my God, yeah, like the way that I like moon, rising, and sun.
But interestingly, though, whenever I tell people that I'm a Libra, they're like, "You don't really strike me as a Libra."
And but what's your moon?
My moon's a Virgo.
And what's your rising?
Aquarius, which is makes sense. Right?
Okay, so we have two signs in common. Maybe that's why we get along.
Yeah, probably.
It's
a lot of air signs.
Is a Virgo fire as well. Earth, wind, and fire.
Hey, come
on. So I'm for those who are asking, I am a Libra sun, Aquarius moon, Leo rising.
Yeah.
Very good ones.
Mm-hmm.
But I was, in fact, raised by two Scorpios, and I have a sister with Scorpio moon and Scorpio rising. So I do have quite a lot of Scorpio in me, and sometimes people do confuse it.
Everybody thinks I'm a Leo.
That makes sense, though.
I get it.
It makes sense. But I think Virgos are very much like Leos, just in a more elegant and graceful way.
But the moon sign is what you're like when you're on your own.
Aquarius. Oh, yeah.
That's what you're like. So, like, obviously a Virgo is like ever the perfectionist, slightly very self-critical, bit of an anxious being. Like your sun sign is like what you present. Yeah. So I get that people think I present as a Leo,
as an Aquarius,
but I'm actually an Aquarius. Yes.
See, I think for me, I just don't know enough about star signs, and I also find it really weird. I also hate when people are like, "Oh,
that's so Libra of you." I'm like, shut the fuck up.
That, like, no, that's trauma of me. Thank you. For me, it's like, I hate it when people are like, "Oh, if I'm talking to a new guy, it's what's his sign? What's his sign?" And I'll be like, whatever.
It's kind of a fun conversation though when you're getting to know somebody.
But it's
like,
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If you're asking me, like, it's a fun conversation. But if I'm telling you as my friend, "Oh, the guy I'm seeing, like, is really cute and I really like him. What's your sign? What's his sign?" And I say Taurus, and be like, "It's not really compatible, and I think you should stop." Like, multiple people I've said, I was like, "Listen, I like this guy for more than his sun sign, and if he needs to change, I'll send him to therapy." But listen, compatibility is a massive thing. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna end a conversation. I'm not gonna end.
I'm not gonna let it dictate. No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let it dictate. What?
My partner is a Taurus, and my partner is very, very Taurus. Like, categorically, you could not get more Taurus.
Yeah, but
but we do compliment each other because
and
those.
If you compliment each other, that's great. But if I don't compliment each other, I'm not going to stop speaking to the man.
Oh God, no.
And that's what I feel like sometimes.
Want a piece of advice, never date a Scorpio man or a Capricorn man ever.
Fuck off.
Just don't do it.
Why?
Because Capricorn men are the worst.
I know.
So Capricorn men give me Patrick Bateman vibes.
Pisces.
American Psycho.
I'm asking us if I'm going to have a chance with this guy.
And then Scorpio men are very, very manipulative.
Yes, tell me about it. My dad's a Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
So is my uncle.
But I understand why people fall for Scorpio men because they're very magnetic. They're mysterious. You're like, oh, what's about you?
My dad can't shut the fuck up. Well, maybe because he's my dad, but yeah, he doesn't.
But not necessarily mysterious in like cool, dark, and mysterious, like freaking V for Vendetta. No,
V for Vendetta.
I don't. But yeah, it's giving V for Vendetta is giving Scorpio. Anyway, it not mysterious in that sense. Like think cult leader, very charming. But also like, oh, I can't figure you out. Like, I don't know where I stand with you. But
I don't have this knowledge of like.
I'm sucked in because you're very charming.
I don't have this knowledge of like.
You're like sucked in. You're like sucked in because you want to find out more because they're charming, but they're not giving too much away. That's the mystery of it all.
Oh my God. I don't know enough about star signs for me to like.
I can't like guess people. It's like.
I'd just rather you tell me.
It's kind of interesting to, like, not research, but like look up. Like it's kind of when you ask somebody what their star sign is and you find out more about them, it's like, oh yeah, no, that's pretty cool. But like,
I also don't know what the Venus in me is. Like, I don't know what my Venus is, but I don't know what the role of Venus is anyway. So I'm like, you could say I'm a Libra. And I'll be like, okay. Cute. Do you want to tell me in like layman's terms? Because I don't understand what my first house is. You know? So it's, star signs I think to an extent is great. I love that I'm a Libra. Very proud of it. Thanks, Mom. But also, my sister's also Libra, and she screams Scorpio, and it's concerning. It's
so interesting that we don't know enough about it, but we know which ones to stay away from.
Oh.
Girl, do you want a Buscapan?
A Buscapan?
Are you okay?
I am fine. I just haven't had a proper shit today.
Oh, hell. I've had 3.
Yeah, but you're in your own house. I don't want to actually, like, bombard your toilet.
It's okay.
I'll do it when I'm at home in my own time. Thank you. What an intimate conversation on the YouTube podcast. We are real humans, guys.
How do small things change your perspective?
Is that a question that you're asking me?
That is, yeah.
In terms of what? Like,
I don't know. Like, I could have like a bad conversation with somebody, and I will like overthink it, and then sometimes it creates a bias.
I think for me, a lot of it is how this is me healing. I'm trying to see the best in people until proven otherwise. However, I also have no patience. So I think anytime that someone has messed with me, I think I also hold on. I have a lot of patience. If it's something that's bad enough to affect my entire day, I think also I surround myself with people that will call me out if I've done something wrong. So selfishly and like self-centered, if there's something that someone said wrong, I'm just gonna blame it on them. Be like, it's a them problem. Unless
in terms of that, it's really hard for me to go. It's a them problem.
See, for me,
I'm far too introspective. Like, even if somebody is in the wrong and I have a really bad conversation with them, I'm like, Jesus Christ, why did I do that? Why the fuck did I do that? Jesus.
No, see, for me, I think that's part of producing as well. You have to know very well how to say the things what you mean and like say them. And if someone doesn't like them, either they'll call you out or I'm aware that I've said. So I think for me, a lot of the insecurity comes with the language barrier. Because yes, I speak Spanish and English fluently, but sometimes my brain does the sentence structure in Spanish, and literally translates it.
Do you still do that? So if you don't do that, do you think in English?
No, I do that. Like, and maybe naturally. I don't even think of it. Like, naturally, my brain
so if
says
somebody, So if somebody speaks to you in English, do you do the translation and back out still?
No. Sometimes if it's like taking me a second to like understand it in Spanish. But what I mean is, for example, the other day, my class had a show and one of my boys had a trip up, and he asked me if it was shit. And the way that I wanted to say it was the Spanish structure was like, it was not, but also in a way the audience wasn't the most receptive to it. And that's just not, in my brain, in Spanish, it made sense as like, it's not a you thing. But then my social media person was like, it sounded like you said it was shit. And so I was like, it's just a Spanish like, it's just a sentence structure. Like, it's not, I obviously, like, this man is so, and I texted him the next day. I was like, listen, we're all so proud of you. Like, I didn't even apologize because I didn't think it was going to be an issue, but I made a point to be like, we're so proud of, just to reassure, like, because I also tend to overthink that I've done something wrong, and people,
I think spiritually and as a person, I am a sponge. Yeah. Like, whatever is around me, I am soaking that the fuck up.
I can't
like
do that. I can't. I have to stop to not do that.
I have to as well. But say, for example, there's negative energy in the room, I have to like force myself to leave, because otherwise I'm like, this is going to take me down.
And like, I think that's the thing where it's like, I'm really grateful for my job, where it's like I have to be in these leadership roles and sort of leave the room and be like, hey guys, feel like the vibe is off. What can we do to like improve it? It's like, let's have a dance party. Everyone go for a walk for 10 minutes. Be back here in 10.
Yeah, I have to.
Like, I have to do that because it's so... People are looking at me to lead the room and lead these spaces. If I'm freaking the fuck out, people are going to notice. So I think...
Even the weather, man.
Like, yeah, fucking hell. Today...
I woke up this morning and I was like, hey, I'm not
happy.
Depressed anymore. Not depressed anymore.
It's like, oh my god, I'm not wearing a coat. The sun's out.
Oh my god, I was in shorts and a t-shirt today. It was fucking tropical.
Yeah, tropical.
It's the totally tropical taste. Look.
Yeah,
I miss Milk, man. But like,
is it all thing anymore?
No, they discontinued it. Something else. I mean, you'll find it somewhere, but not in normal supermarkets. But like, but even
fucking corner shop that has a vintage.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my god.
The corner shop near me has like fancy Fantas, and I just love it. But even like just tiny little innocuous things, like literally, if I break a nail, I'm like, ooh, gonna have a bad day today. One time, this is how superstitious I am. One time, I forgot to put my rings on, and I convinced myself that the day was going to be bad. Was it bad? Yes, because I convinced myself that it was going to be bad.
For me,
I was freaking walking on my freaking toes the whole day.
Yeah,
but I do this stupid thing in my brain where I will connect stuff together when actually,
for no reason.
When actually you had a bad day because you told yourself
you'd have a bad day.
You were going to have a bad day.
It's how you frame it. But I think for me, it's like, if I don't make my bed, someone's going to die. And I'm like, well, I have to make my bed. So I don't know if that's OCD.
Yes.
Or,
that's OCD.
Or, you know.
But I was talking to my partner this morning, and I think I do, I'm not going to lie, I think I do have a slight form of OCD, which is dermatillomania.
Perdona?
It's the picking one.
Yes.
So as we discussed before, I will pick the entirety of my lips until they bleed.
I just didn't know it was called.
Yeah, dermatillomania. So some people pick their
dermatillomania.
Dermatillomania. So some people will literally pick all the hairs off their eyebrows, their eyelashes. I do it with my lips. I'm not. Can I say as well, girls, gays, and days? I've not been diagnosed at all, and I'm not diagnosing myself. I'm just saying I have tendencies. However, my partner is, and I play with my hangnails, like literally look at all my hangnails and just play with them all day.
I do that too.
Yeah. And my partner's like, just cut them off. And I'm like, no, then what would I play with?
That's why I got a fucking fidget cube.
That is why I started getting acrylic nails as well, back in the day. However, my partner's like, maybe it's because you're anxious. And I'm like, it is not because I'm anxious. It's because I do it. I do it when I'm sitting on the sofa. I do it when I'm like, whenever. I will literally do it.
Yeah.
And I'll do it with spots as well. Like, I can't have one here. It's not got a head yet. Do I want to squeeze it? Yes. I really want to get those patches just so I can set it.
I have
hydrocolloid patches, so I can just.
Do you want the stars?
Huh?
Do you want to get?
They don't have anything in. They're just to cover it up.
Oh.
Yeah, no, they don't have anything in.
It's
just to cover it so you stop touching it.
I thought it was like the hero patches that has the actual thing.
The yellow stars, they don't have anything in.
Fuck off.
It's literally just to cover it.
Oh, stop it.
No, you need a hydrocolloid
Yeah, that's the one that I have, the hero patches.
They've not got hydrocolloid in.
Oh my god, I'm so good. Yeah. Ones. I have like 4 boxes of those.
The yellow stars?
No, the
clear patches. Yeah, they've got hydrocolloid.
Yeah.
The yellow and blue patches, they don't.
Fuck off.
It's literally just to cover it. Yeah, no, they don't have anything in.
Oh, thank God.
No, don't get them.
Thank God I didn't get them.
It is quite literally just to stop you
picking
it. Yeah.
But both of you two say I'm not going to pick the fucking sticker off.
No, actually, weirdly, I wouldn't. Out of sight, out of mind for me. Although, big fucking yellow star on my face.
Yeah, way to bring it. See, I
fidget
a lot with my like mustache heads.
They've done it basically to make it look pretty and they do look cute. Don't get me wrong, they do look cute.
Yeah, but sorry, I couldn't pull up to a business meeting with producers wearing stars.
Everybody fucking knows you've got a spot under there.
Yeah,
just leave it.
Those
but the clear little pimple patches, they've got they're good. They've got hydrocolloid.
Oh my god,
which actually does reduce the spot and everything. But also as well, if I put a hydrocolloid patch on my spot, I do set and forget. Yeah,
that's the one that I'm like. I forget about it.
Yeah, they're good
because it's not. It's sort of like the best way to like describe it is like compete.
Yeah. It's literally the same thing.
It's literally that. So it's like
the same thing. Yeah, I put a blister plaster on my thing, my spots before. Oh god.
Yeah. Anyway, spirituality.
Yeah. How did
the more you know.
I don't know.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. My life's
the more you know.
My life's a lie.
No, I am. It's so weird when I talk to people. They're like, you don't strike me as an overthinker. You don't strike me as somebody that lets things affect you. Like, you strike me as somebody that's quite confident, quite bubbly, also somebody with quite a tough skin. And I'm like, some things, yes. Other things,
yeah. Some things I have the skin for, I just don't want to spend my time.
Like, if I forget an umbrella, my day is over.
Really?
Yeah. My God, I'd be... Oh my God.
Miserable.
Literally, if I forget my umbrella and it rains, I am miserable. And I think my day could not get any worse because my hair is a mess.
Oh.
And again, it is all about, I think, girl. I think with spirituality, with things like religion and stuff like that, Mercury, star signs in the microwave, it is all about perspective.
Yes.
Like, if you, like, hear me out. It is, like, you're not, like, I have to tell I'm telling this to myself, girls, gays, and those. I am not having a bad day because I forgot my rings, or I forgot my necklaces, or I have a big spot on my face, or I forgot my umbrella. No, I'm having a bad day because I told myself that something as innocuous as forgetting my rings is going to give me a bad day. That is why I'm having a bad day. And I need to tell myself that.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
Yeah.
Because I want to blame something else.
Yeah.
Other than my squishy
own self. Yeah. I think for me, my stomach.
I'm going to give you a glass of pan after this.
No, please. Mom. Anyway, I think it's all about perspective, and I think it's all, like, for me, in a way, the Hispanic gaslighting of...
I was about to say, have people gone... That's our last question for the day. Have people gone crazy with religion, spirituality, and the rest?
Yes, that's the reason why cults exist. They've gone crazy in terms of following, and have gone crazy in terms of leading. And gaslighting people into it. Like, what's that guy where it's like he was like essentially bragging that he was an absolute asshole and he became a cult leader?
Charlie Manson?
No. We've spoken.
Keith Raniere?
No. He's an English lad.
Oh, Lewis Taylor.
Yes.
Lewis Raymond Taylor.
Yeah.
Whatever his fucking name is. Yeah, but he's a psychopath.
Yeah, that too. But it's in a way that he has gone crazy.
See, this is also what I don't get. He's a bad person.
He's a bad person.
He's a bad
But also
person.
people are really... I think you and I are really smart. There's a lot of stupid people out there.
I wouldn't. No. Hear me out. Perspective. I wouldn't say stupid. I would say vulnerable. I wouldn't.
A little bit of both. Yes.
Hear me out.
I think there's a mix.
I don't think that anyone of sound mind would go to a cult. Well, you say that. However, you see all those docos where people are like, I was fucking fine. I was fine. Like, you can be completely well-educated, smart, you know, have a good support network, so on and so forth, and still get sucked into a cult. Why? Because they are preying on a vulnerability that you have.
And you're not aware of.
Twin Flames, for example. One of the women, she was like, I ran a successful business, I had this, I had da-da-da-da-da-da. But what did they prey on? The fact that she didn't have a partner. So if a cult comes
along... You know what? When I was seeing that, I was like, oh...
If a cult comes along that is telling you that it's going to fix a vulnerability that you have, you would fall hook, line and sinker.
I would not.
You would.
I would not.
You absolutely.
I would not.
Yes. I mean, the minute they start asking me for money, I'd be like, I don't have
But here's
any.
the thing, like, let's say I thought of it because when I was watching it, I'm obviously very successful in my career. Thanks.
Next question.
I have a lot of family members that love me and I love a lot of great friends.
I watched the Nixium one, and there was one of the girls, I can't remember her name, but she had a freaking great life.
Yeah.
Like a great life.
Yeah.
Her family loved her. Even the Twin Flames one, actually, that girl, she was still in it.
Yeah.
And her twin sister was like, I just want her back.
Yeah.
And she was
I don't know.
No.
Maybe I'm too logical, but I was like,
I'm far too logical.
It's out, like, you couldn't pay me enough, or I couldn't pay you.
I don't have enough money. That's the thing.
It's not even that. Like, the fucking Avon scheme. What is it?
Avon is an MLM.
Oh. But like,
even them, man.
Like, personally, and maybe this is because I've never been like inducted into a cult, but every single puzzle piece in my life is full except for the romance. I still wouldn't fall for that.
If somebody told me that they were going to solve all my romantic problems if I just gave them X $1,000,
no, I wouldn't be dumb enough. This is where I guess it's the careful language of vulnerability / insecurity and dumb, because I'm insecure about the fact that I've never had a boyfriend. I'm insecure about the fact that I don't have a partner. Like, do I think I'm unlovable in that sense?
I think there's a few, like you were saying, I think there's a few puzzle pieces involved in that, as in they may not have had a good family support network or something like that. However, like we were saying before, is Lewis Raymond Taylor a cult leader?
Yes.
He's not the thing is, though, he's not a very nice person. However, how does he have all this good stuff? How does he have a life?
Dula.
Yeah, but like, how does he have this really cool life where, you know, he's fucking traveling around the world, he's a millionaire and whatever?
Yeah, because what kind of karma is this? How is he beating up? How is he beating up taxi drivers for no reason?
That's what I
and then traveling because he's praying.
That's what I cannot figure out.
I'm working a lot. I'm working a lot. I'm a good human being. Where's my Rolls Royce parked outside?
That is the thing in this whole karma chameleon. A lot of bad people have a lot of luck, and I wonder, good life, whatever else. Like, for example, Donald Trump is not a good person.
Lord.
He was the fucking president of the United States
of America.
That's what I can't understand. What is the universe trying to tell us?
Money makes the world go round, the world.
Bad people. But I think that is it. Money is a barrier to that, because bad people. Good. There is a lot of good things happening to a lot of bad people, but they're all rich.
Yeah.
I would be a bad person if I had a lot of money. There, I said it.
Carl, you're already a bad person.
No,
and on that note, no, this thing here's lovely. I think way. She's a cat.
Edna from The Incredibles. I think as well, like, religion has gone cuckoo bananas as well.
Yes.
Particularly incels. They're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
They use, like, religion. They're like, my God. They're like, you want a traditional man, but you don't want to be a traditional wife? Read the Bible. I'm like...
I think for me it's
I'm like, if you read the Bible, you would know that what you're talking about is a crock of shite.
Yes. Is the Amish a religion? No.
Yes, no, they are. Yes, but there's chats about them being a cult as well.
Oh, it's most definitely a cult. But I think.
Do you know they drink unpasteurized milk?
Yes.
What the fuck?
They don't have IDs either.
Yeah, they're like nomads.
Yeah, which I find so intriguing. Like, there's so much that we don't know about.
But I feel on this, like, what I know from the Amish, they seem like peaceful people.
Oh, they are.
Which is confusing.
They seem like peaceful people, but it's just, for me, there's a show, like, going back to our previous episode of reality TV.
Oh, what? Breaking Amish, isn't it called?
Something like that.
Leaving Amish.
Something like that.
Where these teenagers leave.
Yeah, and I find it MTV. So intriguing because they're, like, navigating life through things like, I've had an ID of some sort forever. Since I was a baby, I've had some sort of passport, some sort of ID. Yeah. You know, driver's license now. Like, it's, to me, being having an ID is completely like an abnormal thing.
But their carbon footprint,
zero. Besties, they're gonna outlive us all.
Could you imagine this? So that's the thing. Yeah. Could you imagine this? Like, global warming gets so bad that we all have to turn into the Amish. I can see that happening.
They're gonna be so confused when, like, the world explodes, and they'll be like, "Wait."
No, I think they'll know.
Why?
They think that.
I don't think they will, though.
No, they think that secular people are the devil. They know what we're doing, and we're harming the world.
Yeah, but to what extent? How do they know? Because they can't use any electricity. Obviously, they have.
Yeah, news, but they interact with secular people. They do. They sell stuff to us.
No, that's fair. Yeah.
Because there was that girl on TikTok that was like, "Oh, I really like to buy milk from the Amish," and I'm like,
bestie.
I was like, you are gonna get salmonella. Also, how the fuck have the Amish not completely died out if they're just drinking unpasteurized milk?
Because that's what the same way that, like, you know, when white people go to the Caribbean, they need like 17 different types of shots and jabs. True. I don't need them. I don't need to go. I don't need jabs to go. You know, I don't need jabs to go to the Caribbean because my blood is that same way.
I am 75% typhoid. Yellow fever, brother.
Yellow fever.
I am 90% yellow fever.
I'm screaming. But
interestingly, you only need to get those shots once and then you're fine. I've had them all and they're fine.
Yeah. But I've never had to have them.
But, like, why do I only have to have them once?
Girl, I don't know.
Weird, right?
I don't need them. I've never needed them. I'm privileged.
White people be crazy.
Yeah. I was talking to my family about it. It's like, that's just some white people shit.
It is. And that's the thing. Religion, spirituality, wellness, whatever you want to call it, that really is some white people shit.
Especially in America. That nonsense, the way religion is like...
America scares me. It scares me.
America scares me. Honestly, if my parents were like, you have to give up your US nationality, I'd be like, yeah, go for it. I have nothing left but my cats and my families.
See ya. I'd be like, I am so good. Why? Yeah. Because guns are illegal in this fucking country.
Exactly.
And on that
note, pew pew, motherfucker.
Do not go to a school in America. That's the advice of the day.
Good night.
Good night, children. Children of God.
Fucking hell.